Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to the next episode of the 100 Season 5. I have my Buffy t-shirt, you can't really see it, Sunnydale High School t-shirt on, but a big cardigan thing on because it's quite cold in the UK today. I'm recording this middle of October, but yeah, it's freezing and I'm nice and cozy in this. Anyway, last episode we watched was How We Get to Peace, which had some really interesting developments with Diosa and Octavia, and there was a whole plan of Clark and Bellamy going to take out Cooper while Soulstone, making it look like she'd made like an accident with the creatures they were going to put in the Shadow Valley, and destroy the creatures whilst taking out Cooper. And whilst they succeeded in that part of the plan, what they didn't account for, or what they didn't realise, was that they'd already taken out the eggs of those creatures, and so they killed someone. And it was kind of pointless in the end because they'd already moved on to the next stage of the plan, taking the eggs out to then. I don't think they've started that plan yet. I think the eggs were in the truck, and they're going to move on to the Shadow Valley, and to try and stop that happening. Bellamy then took his what's the word I want to look for? He made the decision to put Octavia in a coma, which is quite intense considering their relationship and everything that's happened. So I'm really excited to see the fallout of that. Like, do all her people know she's in a coma? Are they hiding a body and making it look like she just disappeared? I really want to know where this one goes. I'm excited to watch this episode. And yeah, just to see as we march ever on towards the final battle between Blood Rainer and that crew, even though Blood Rainer's in a coma, and then Diosa and that lot, and how it's all going to come together. But as this show is the way the show is, it could be the end of this episode, the fight will be over, half of them will be dead, and they'll be off in space again. It's that kind of show where you just literally never know what's going to happen next, right? This episode is called, it's got a weird title, it's called, hello, SIC SEMPER TYRANNIS, and I forgot to look up what that means. So SIC SEMPER TYRANNIS. Let's see what Google says. SIC SEMPER TYRANNIS is a Latin phrase meaning thus always to tyrants. Oh, it suggests that bad but justified outcomes should or eventually will befall tyrants. Okay, bad and justified outcomes should or eventually will befall tyrants. So that's good. So that means someone that's a tyrant that's ruling with a lot of bad things. My English is not good today. So you could argue that's Octavia. You could argue that's Diosa. So bad or justifiable things will come to them. Interesting. Okay. I'm excited to see what happens this time now. Let's jump into the episode to find out. If you enjoyed the video, please let me know down below in the comments what you thought of the episode. Subscribe to my channel for the rest of Season 5. This is Season 5, Episode 9 of the 100, SIC SEMPER TYRANNIS. Also, if you can see a lot of dust flying around the room, I do apologise. I clearly need to dust more in here because I can see lots of dust particles. I didn't think the room was that dusty, but apparently it is. I think it's really handy, especially if they can't feel it. Not gonna lie, it's a
You could have been a miner.
handy piece of kit.
Miners don't care about destroying the ground they're digging in. If I did that, my patient would die. So don't ask me to do it intentionally.
Incoming. You know what to do.
McRae, when's he gonna die? I just don't like him.
Should I be hopeful?
I'm not. Robert's lungs filled with fluid this morning. He almost drowned. Same thing is
He
gonna happen
doesn't
to you soon.
look well.
I came to check on her progress too. Maybe we should let her do her job.
But I feel like once he finds out that they know how to cure him and they're not
My
telling him.
people know you didn't trade for me. Some of them are even calling for your head.
Well, then it's a good thing my people have all the guns.
Untreated? A week? Maybe 2.
Until then, we only treat the people I trust.
Fair.
After that, we cure everyone else. Deal?
From a doctor's point of view, that's...
Killing someone and letting them die are not the same thing.
Vincent?
Then we're agreed. We killed the pilot, Then we pop off these collars and run like hell.
No.
Oh, so look what they're gonna try and kill
We don't have to kill
Shaw.
him. Besides, he's more valuable alive. As a spy, you should know that. McCreary's people hate falling to Yoza. They only did it in space to survive. But up until then, McCreary was the alpha dog.
Shaw told you all this.
You want to weaken the enemy? What's weaker than an enemy at war with itself?
Yeah, exactly. Turn them all against each other.
It's not that easy.
It's a powerful move.
What's he doing? He's being John Murphy.
The tattoo. He's with McCreary. Everyone else
Turn them
in
against
here is
Diyoza
with
more.
Diyoza.
I agree with Raven. Should be fun.
It's a good plan though, like, it's so easy to turn people against each other. Even without all this war going on. A really easy way. And we've seen it in so many shows before where teams tear themselves apart. Often more than an outsider can.
Octavia's sick. They say she might not wake up.
Oh, so they know she's in a coma, okay.
Risk the child being seen here.
Do they know
She'll be
why?
safe now, and so will you.
Obviously they don't know probably the Bellamy poisoned her, but do they know that she took something? Or do they just think she's just randomly in a coma?
What did you do?
Monty's algae.
About that.
Oh my god.
As head of the army, Indra can accept Teosa's terms for peace. By the time Octavia wakes up, if she wakes up,
She will.
I hope
You said that
so.
Murphy was fine.
How is she?
her systems are shutting down.
You were there. Tell us everything that happened. Did she take anything?
Um,
Drink anything?
Miller, she was eating one of your rations. Why?
Because she might have been poisoned. That's why.
Nyla, that's enough. She's his
Guilty.
We're sharing it the Wan Crew way.
I trained Octavia as my second, and I love her as I love my own child. I advised her. It was her desire that if she should ever fall, I step forward to lead you. Blood Raina wanted what we all want.
Okay.
To live a better life in Shallow Valley. And we will. But not through war. Not when there's a better way.
Okay,
For the
Indra.
last 6 years, we have lost hundreds of our people. I will negotiate for one crew to enter the valley peacefully, so that no more shall suffer.
You're not in command here.
Oh no. Miller.
Not even over the 1st Battalion. Blood Raina gave that honor to me.
So you expect us to follow you?
Yeah, I don't follow Miller.
Sky Crew.
I like Miller,
There
but
is no Sky Crew, you know that.
In the absence of a commander, the clan delegates should reassemble and choose the next leader.
yeah, not good. It's never going to be peaceful.
Yesterday she ordered us to march on the valley, so we march!
Oh no.
For Blood Raina!
See, I would like Indra to be in charge because I feel like she's the smartest of the lot.
I don't care how many of these people still believe in the flame. They believe in Blood Raina more.
Maddie will be protected. Gaia and I
What happens when Octavia wakes up?
Oh no.
If she wakes up, we will be in the valley and she will see what peace is like with her own eyes and she will understand. I know it.
I don't think so.
Now unchain me so we can get the hell out of here before we all get executed for treason.
I'm sorry. This is happening.
Don't do this, Bellamy. Bellamy!
Oh.
You said that you protect her! You said you'd keep her safe! Bellamy!
Oh, I don't like it. I don't like it. As hot as I think Miller is, I'm not that into his character this season because he's just like one of those very dedicated to Blood Raina and their cause and their way of life.
You
Whereas Indra thinks more outside the box.
Get on that treatment. She
Oh,
didn't tell you.
no. What have you done?
Of course not. Why would she?
Oh, he's trying to
She wants you dead.
cause more chaos.
Explain.
We're escaping, and I want you to come with us. My friend Amori knows how to take off the collars, and as soon as she can.
No.
Sean, if you're gonna
Yeah,
say that you're
I
so
wouldn't
loyal to
trust them
Yosa after what
if
she
I was
did,
him.
Not that, Raven.
I'm their only pilot. They'll never stop looking for me.
That means
Well,
you'll
that's
never
true.
be safe.
I don't know why I care about that. Maybe it's your easygoing charm.
Maybe I was wrong then. He does like them.
Let me put it to you like this, Shaw. Either you come with us, or we'll kill you. How's that phrase going?
We'll have to work on it.
One crew is set to march. You're about to get your wish.
So are you.
Scared though. I don't like this.
Child with Clark is a real knock bleeder.
I'm sure he knows.
You knew.
I said get to the point.
Give Mary the flame. Make her commander. She alone can unify one crew and stop this war.
It doesn't feel right.
Come to me with faith. This is desperation.
Yeah.
And as much as I wish it wasn't so, I believe it too. We're talking about the war. But you've been teaching us to fight.
Some fights aren't worth fighting, Maddie. There's another way.
It feels
We
wrong.
made a deal with Diosa for peace. And Octavia is too sick to accept it now. This is how we saved that valley. Your home and my friends. This is how we saved Clark.
I mean, they've worded it a way that makes it sound really good to her. You want to save Clark. Because it major dust particle floating by the camera just there. Sorry. Like, is this the way to save Clark? Of course she's going to agree to that. Bellamy.
Poisoned me.
I'll take care of her. You need to arrest Bellamy.
I'm afraid I can't do that.
What's she doing? Oh, I thought she got Jackson then. Oh, that scared me. I thought she got Jackson. Like,
No one is leaving this room.
Tell them that you were planning to let us die.
he does not sound
You
healthy.
can make more room for your savages.
Now you're just being paranoid.
Am I?
I would just say we were doing a bit more testing to make sure that it wasn't going to kill them.
Working on
My people were offering
South
to be
Woods.
test subjects so that your people didn't die.
For all of us. Start over. Once all of you
Oh no. Oh no. He's going to start a fight. Ah.
How does that sound?
So always do everything.
Here we go. Start shooting.
I'm gonna take her out back.
Oh god.
Damn it. It's okay. If I die, the cure dies with me.
You're right.
She's right.
We're not gonna kill you. But you wish we did.
Run, Abby.
Come on, Diosa. Why am I now rooting for Diosa? Come on. Get the shit out of him. Yes. I'm pregnant, say it. Say it.
Kill me, and you kill your unborn child.
Do it! Is he dead? Is he dead?
It's a girl, by the way.
Is he definitely 100% dead? No. Put a bullet in his head. Slice it again. Kill it. Make sure he's dead before you leave.
Surrender. So you're not just a traitor. You're a coward.
You sure say that?
I'm ashamed of you.
And we can survive this too.
We survived that because of me. You stood there and watched.
Yes. I shouldn't have let you shoulder that burden alone. I won't make the same mistake now.
Watched what?
Take it out.
So funny watching this because I kind of just assumed when Prey and Fire happened, all this
Don't be afraid.
part of the show was you know, destroyed in the past.
Clark, what are you doing here? Get out.
It's easier to kill me. I can't let anything happen to Maddie.
What is this nonsense?
What are you talking about? The only person who wants Maddie to be commanderless than me is you.
I need to get it out.
Clark, no. Same as bonding with her mind. If you take it out now before it's complete, she may never wake up.
Yeah, sounds dangerous.
We still have the doctor. That means we have the cure. Once healed, we will find Shaw, and we will kill the rest. And then we'll do what Dioza should have done from day one. Exterminate the savages that would take our land.
We had a deal.
These are my orders. Gun, blood drainer.
Put the gun down, Jerome. You like Jerome, come Sangera crew. Numfa come Lisbeth, come Sangera crew.
Commander's
You
here.
serve with honor in the Royal Guard of Lexa, come Tree crew.
Well.
Hear them.
Why did you do that?
Scared me.
You know why?
Clark, if we run, Octavia wins. Gaia, Indra, and Bellamy will die.
They made their choice.
No. I mean, I wouldn't mind Bellamy being on his knees tied up.
The Nightblood child did not recite the lineage, and is therefore not the true commander. Instead, she ran. Abandoning all of us. First, we have a war to win.
That last shot was interesting. Okay, guys, that was my reaction to the 100, Season 5, Episode 9? 9. I think 9. SIC SEMPER TYRANNIS. Where do I even start with that episode? Maybe best to follow, like, one character at a time, or one, like, storyline at a time. Let's start with, like, Dioza's team. So I thought it was actually a really good plan to pit the teams against each other, because there's already a lot of dissent, a lot of disagreements, not just to do with the cure of this illness, but just like McCreary has a team that follow with the way he wants to run it. They don't agree with the way that Dioza wants to run it. Obviously, there's Shaw on the other side of things, and a prisoner. And so it seems really smart to me to start making them fight against each other, because, as I said in the reaction, it's you often see in things that the easiest way to dismantle something is to do it internally and to turn people against each other. And sometimes the easiest way to win a fight is not by taking one side out from the other side, is by kind of ruining things internally in one side, because often, especially when things are this tense and there's so many different opinions and ways of life and whatever, and just lots of different things going on, it's not even hard to do it. It's like, just drop a little seed of, I heard this, or this has happened, and you saw how quickly the dude in the church with Murphy turned against the other person, and how easy it was for him to go to McCreary and just say, oh, she's not giving you the cure yet. You know, it's so easy to turn them against each other, and they probably would have got to that point anyway. They just sped up the process. So I really liked that, and I also liked the fact that it's also a good way to kind of thin the numbers out a little bit, because when they're all shooting at each other and fighting, yes, it also was the chance they had to escape, and that went well for some, not for others. It is also a case of, if they didn't choose to escape, they were thinning the numbers out on both sides, so that McCreary lost people, Dioza lost people, and so there's less people to carry on that side of the war. Obviously, there's Octavia's side to worry about, but we'll get to that. The fight scene was really good. I loved how much, like, I went from, I used to hate Dioza, and I'm not, like, in love with the character, but I'm definitely starting to root for her a lot more, because when she was in that fight, I was like, fucking Dios, yes, you go. Like, not just the fact that it's a woman who's pregnant and kicking ass, but just, it was just a good fight scene, and I enjoyed watching her protect her people, and it was just good. I mean, maybe because I don't like Rick Curry at all. I just hate the character, and I want him to die, and I presume he will at some point, because the bad guys in the show always meet a sticky end eventually. So I was just looking forward to that. I was hoping when she stabbed him in the neck that she would have actually killed him, but she just did that and then walked away. I'm like, come on, Diosa. You know better than this. You know when someone's down, you make sure they stay down. Oh, if she had a gun, I would say double tap. You shoot and you shoot again. You don't just stab one. But I would have taken that, a knife or a glass or a gun or something, and made sure he was dead. I like that she told him about the baby, although he didn't seem to have much of a reaction to it. And maybe that will come up in the future. Maybe he will try and capture her, keep her alive till she gives birth, and then get rid of her. But I knew it was his baby. I thought at one point I did think it might be a bit of a twist where it's going to be Shaw's baby, but it seemed obvious to me that it was Dio's, because they mentioned that they'd slept together. So it seemed obvious to me that it was going to be his kid, but I'm glad it was confirmed. But yeah, just a pregnant woman kicking ass. Rock on, and that was a really good fight scene. So Abby's been captured again to try and give them the cure. To actually give them the cure. I think she will, because they'll probably just either just threaten her or be like, hey, you want them drugs? And she'll go for it because she's a drug addict. So Dio's team have disappeared. The rest of whoever's left have gone with Kane and that. McCreary's team's in control of the camp, with Abby in the church, who's now going to be giving them the cure. So like I said at the start, very different status quo to how we started the show, this episode. As well as on Octavia's side. So Octavia woke up really fast. I mean, great for Peter Jackson. He did really well. He got the dialysis sorted and got Octavia's stuff out of the system. And so Octavia woke up. I expected her to be out of the count for a while, a couple of episodes at least, and then wake up at a really pivotal moment. I mean, she did wake up at a pivotal moment, but I thought she would wake up in a couple of episodes' time, like maybe just before the finale. But no, she was out and back again within one episode. So yeah, that plan didn't go very well. But it was really good to see Indra fighting those people and taking out the guard and basically saying, you're not getting out of this room. And she's fighting and fighting for the peaceful way to win this war. And that's why when it was the group of people in the pit trying to decide who was going to take control, I loved that Indra stepped forward. And I was hoping that it was going to be her. I got a very sick feeling in my stomach when Miller stepped forward and was like, we're going to follow Octavia's way. And I was like, oh, no, please don't follow Miller. Don't get me wrong, I've said multiple times, he pretty, right? I fancy the guy. But as a character, I can't see him being a good leader. Maybe before the 6 years in the bunker, maybe. I don't know, but yeah, definitely not the way he is now, because he's very loyal to Octavia, which is understandable. We still don't know what happened with the Dark Year. There's been hints at stuff. We'll get to that. But he's very loyal to her, and so follows her way, regardless if it's necessarily the right way or the best way forward. But then they put the plan into place where we're going to send Maddie to Commander with the flame, and she'll be in charge. Yeah, the Maddie stuff, it made me feel really uncomfortable, because putting a child in charge is scary. Luckily, it wasn't against her will. Obviously, she has to choose to take the flame, and she did, to save Clark and help Clark. And for a second, I thought, okay, we're going to have the new commander. It's going to be Maddie. She's going to be in charge, and they're going to follow her way. But then, obviously, that didn't go to plan, because Octavia woke up and then got out. And that didn't go to plan. But it was really cool to see when Maddie eventually woke up in the van, and how she had all the knowledge of the commanders, and that guy knelt straight down to her, although Clark to just take him out straight away. So I'm really conflicted in what's the best way forward, because I don't want Octavia in charge. I don't really want Maddie in charge, but I feel like Maddie's a better option. Indra, for me, would be the best option, because I just like Indra, and I think it showed very clearly she wants the peaceful approach to end this war, we surrender, we go into the Shallow Valley, and you can work things out from there. People don't die. We all work together. We all survive. We all got someone with a lot of food. Then we'll worry about the next step. When we're there, obviously that seems like weakness to Octavia and a lot of the one crew. But it's a shame that they can't just do that, because that would be the quietest and best way to peacefully put an end to the war. Obviously that didn't happen. Maddie and Clark are now off as well. They're driving off somewhere. I do think we'll see a point where Maddie is either in charge, or at least people start to bow down to her. Maybe Octavia takes her out. I feel like they're not going to put the flame in her and she gets all the knowledge of the commanders, and then nothing's going to come of that. There's definitely going to be something more before we get to the end of the season about her being a commander. I imagine. I could be completely wrong. She could be dead next episode. We just don't know in the show. But that ending few minutes, or ending scene, really, really scares me, but also intrigues me a lot. We've got Bellamy and the rest of the team captured in the pit, but obviously they're captured. They're prisoners with one crew who are now very loyal to Octavia still. And now that Octavia got taken out, poisoned by one of them, and is back again, that shows like it's more of a helped her cause, because she's like, I'm back and I fought this and I was knocked down, but now I'm back, and that makes her seem stronger. But there was a really, really good moment when Octavia closed, or the doors were closed in front of Octavia when she sat on the throne, the Red Queen throne, and it zoomed in on her face, and obviously she's all like, and scary and in control, but then we see her crying. And I think that's really important, because I've been saying for a long time, right, Octavia's scary. I don't like this Octavia. I want the old Octavia back. And I think very, very slowly, by being around Bellamy and the rest of the people that were not in the bunker with her, then maybe breaking through to her. Bellamy the most, obviously, because it's her brother. But I think that the fact that she's crying does show that she's still in there. And obviously, we know she is. Of course we know that. But obviously, we don't know what happened with the Dark Year. It did say about Indra just watched and let her shoulder the burden. I don't know what that means, exactly what happened. Obviously, that episode that's called The Dark Year, which I think is in a couple episodes' time, I presume will give us all the answers that we need to realise exactly how bad things were under there, exactly what happened. But whatever happened in The Dark Year has really changed Octavia as a person. But I'm hoping that the tears are showing that there is hope. There is hope that she's in there and that she's going to do the right thing, because she is scary. Is she a leader? Yes, she's a leader. Is she a good leader? No. Because she's going gung-ho for getting to that camp and taking them out, regardless of who dies along the way. Going through that desert where the creatures were and the sandstorms, she was just like, I don't care, that's what we're doing. People died. She wants to send the creatures in there from the desert. And even Clark and that are like, but they could destroy the last remaining good place on Earth. Doesn't care. We'll take the risk. And now they're going to storm the thing, even though they know there's missiles on top. They don't realise fully what's going on the other side of the camp. So when like Kane and all that show up, maybe things will change again. But she's just so gung-ho and laser focused on that end goal of destroying the other team that she's not thinking smartly about that peace might be the best way to live. You know, I don't know if I'm fully explaining myself particularly well. I know what I mean in my head, but I'm hoping that, yeah. So I hope that the ending does show that there is an end in sight for the really bad Octavia that scares me, and that maybe she is starting to break down a little bit and struggle with what's happening. And maybe when it gets down to the nitty-gritty in the finale, she'll make the decision to do something that's not what Blood Rainer would choose to do. You know, she might make the right decision and protect her family ahead of the war. Whereas at the moment, her family and friends are secondary to winning this war. If that makes any sort of sense, I don't know. But I really enjoyed the episode. It's really good. It's definitely building up towards the finale again. I think we've got 4 left. 1, 2, 3, 4 episodes left before the season's over. So we've got the next episode, then we've got the Dark Year, which might just be a flashback episode, and the 2-part finale. So yeah, it's definitely gonna be a crazy few episodes, but I'm really excited to see how it turns out, and just to see what happens with Giosa next time, now that she's no longer in charge of the church, Shallow Valley place. McCreary's in charge, Abby's there, and then we've also got Clark and Maddie that have gone off. We've got Octavia that now back in charge with Bellamy being captured. There's a lot going on, but I'm very excited to see where it goes next episode. If you enjoyed the video, please let me know down below in the comments what you thought. If you understand what I was saying, if you agree with what I'm saying, or kind of what your thoughts were about Maddie becoming a commander when this was airing. Obviously not including spoilers for the next episode, please. But just, yeah, what you were thinking when you watched it. Let me know. As always, my name is Scott. Hope you guys are well, taking care of yourselves. And if you enjoyed the video, like I said, please leave a comment, subscribe to my channel if you're not already for the rest of Season 5. And yeah, thanks for watching. Stay safe, and I'll see you all very soon for the next episode. Bye, guys.